Hey YouTube, it's Marita Joyce. I am back with a new video. I wanted to do a real quick video talking about writing. And I know that this is a book channel, but at times I think people who enjoy reading also enjoy writing. And so I've been writing quite a bit myself here lately, and I've come to realize that I need to work on my writing skills. Like, I really need to work on my grammar and things like that. So if you have been out of grade school for any time, you probably have noticed that there may be a few rules, things you've forgotten, things like that. For those of you who are avid book readers or writers, this is the video for you. Okay, so the first book is Stephen King's On Writing, and I've talked about this book in one of my other videos. This was the first book, like official book, that I read on like novel writing. So I thought this book was excellent. You can watch my other video where I talk in depth about the book. But if you are interested in becoming a writer or writing more, or you want to write a book or anything like that, I think this is a great book to go out and purchase. And I mean, it's Stephen King. Like, how can you go wrong? Okay. So the next book I have is Woe Is I, and this is the Gramophobe's Guide to Better English in Plain English by Patricia T. O'Connor. And the rest of the books I'm going to show you guys I have not read yet. But this one I think is going to be pretty good. It's Woe Is I, Plurals Before Swine, Truly Yours, They Beg to Disagree, Verbal Abuse, Kama Sutra, The Complete Dangler, Death Sentence, The Living Dead, Saying is Believing, and Email Intuition. So this book basically teaches you how you need to get your grammar in order, basically. And it also has some tidbits in here on emails, foreign accents, things like that. I haven't read it yet. I'm just trying to give you guys a synopsis. This is a second book. This is the revised version, updated, of this book. I think this book was already published, and this is the one that this is where she redid it. So yeah, I think this one's going to be good for me. I flipped through it a little bit. I can't wait to read it. I really need some help in the writing area, guys. So it's been a long time since I had to write, like, outside of school. So the next book I have is Who's Who, and it's a no-nonsense guide to easily confused words such as compliment and compliment, disinterested, uninterested, stationary, stationary, principle, principle, discreet, discreet, capital, capital, and some of these are just spelling differences and the words are pronounced the same. Imply, infer, affect, effect, who and whom. And there's that book. I think I really need this one because these are the words that are easy to confuse, and it just appears that you're not very smart, even if you are, when you kind of make these mistakes in writing. And I make them, especially like when I'm sending out a real quick email, just typing it up. This next book is Eats, Shoots, and Leaves, A Zero Tolerance Approach to Punctuation by Lynn Truce. I have not read this one yet, but I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm excited to read it. I can't wait. I'm going to read a little bit of the blurb on the back for you guys. A panda walks into a cafe. He orders a sandwich, eats it, and then draws a gun and fires 2 shots in the air. Why? Asks the confused waiter as the panda makes towards the exit. The panda produces a badly punctuated wildlife manual and tosses it over his shoulder. I'm a panda, he says at the door. Look it up. The waiter turns to the relevant entry and, sure enough, finds an explanation. Panda, large black and white bear-like mammal native to China, eats, shoots, and leaves. So punctuation really does matter, even if it is only occasionally a matter of life and death. And I find this one to be probably my favorite. I haven't read it yet, but I think this is going to be my favorite book. Even the title, to me, I like plays on words, I like puns, and I really enjoy how you can write something and it can have multiple meanings. So I just think that this book is this is going to be my favorite probably of all the books that I have here today. And last but not least, I have Common Sense, and this book is written by Richard Lederer. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And John Shore, A Fundamental Guide to Punctuation. So once again, another punctuation book. And yeah, so that is all for these books. I haven't read this one yet, but I needed these punctuation books. I wanted to do this video for you guys. Just if there's somebody out there who enjoys reading but also enjoys writing and wants to kind of brush up on some writing rules and things like that, and brush up on your writing skills, I think these books would be great. I also listened to a podcast, and they talk about the Oxford comma, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was Annotated that talks about the Oxford comma. And I really enjoyed that podcast, so you guys should check that out. I don't remember what number it was, but I mean, it's a good podcast. You just go through the podcast and listen to all of them until you get to it. But yeah, it was really good. It talked about the Oxford comma. And yeah, so go ahead and check that out. I think it was Annotated. I listened to quite a few podcasts, but I think the one I was listening to, which talked extensively about the Oxford comma, was Annotated. Yes. So anyway, that is all, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. I hope you go out and you find these books and you enjoy them and you learn from them, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.